Hello, friends. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. All right. I am late. I'm late doing my live today. I know, and I don't have a necklace on or earrings because I'm going to put on something to show you guys once I find the live. It looks like I'm live, but where's my live? There it is. There we go. Right. Okay, but I don't want it to do that. I want to hit this share button. And that's not working either. So talk to me in the comments, you guys. Let me know you are with me and all of that. Okay, that's not working. You guys, this is silly. Oh, technology. Where? Hello. Hey, Jennifer. I'm just going to close out of Facebook for a second. I'm going to open it back up and maybe it'll work. Work better here. Okay. Trying this again. Maybe. Yes. Share this into the group. Here we go. It is working. Hoo-hoo. Hello. Hey, Callie. Got some people on the YouTube. Yay. And I'm late today. My mother actually just left. She popped on over today to help me out. So grateful. She lives only like 20 minutes up the road. 15 minutes if I'm driving, 20 if she's driving. But so grateful she lives so close because she came down and kind of went through some of my kids' clothes for me and made a list of things that we need to get before we leave for Cancun. You guys, when you have 3 children, and maybe you do have 3 children watching me, and you have an upcoming trip and all of the things. I'm like, oh my gosh, we need to see what still fits, what doesn't fit, what do we need more of, and all of the things, because these kids, they don't listen. They grow during the winter. How dare they? They grow. Talk to me in the comments. Let me know you're with me. Hey, Linda. Hey, Carol. All right. Getting some people on the YouTube and the Facebook. I love this. I always like to tell people that, we're going to talk about Park Lane Jewelry. Yes, I don't have a necklace on. We're going to show you. I'm going to put on a necklace and you're going to see how like the wow factor pops the moment I put it on. I always get people that browse and all of a sudden they run across my channel. So I have to tell people we're talking about Park Lane Jewelry today. I am streaming in a couple different places into Facebook as well as the YouTube. Okay, friends, how was the weekend? I did a lot of jewelry deliveries this weekend. My daughter and I took the new vehicle, or as my husband calls it, the new outfit. Um, I call it a new truck, my beautiful beast. We drove that around on Saturday, my daughter and I did, and we did a lot of jewelry fairy delivering to all of our local people, delivered a lot of jewelry. And those of you that are not close to me, if you were expecting jewelry in the mail from me, I did a giant drop off with UPS today or USPS today. A lot of jewelry got dropped off. And so that is in the mail to you guys and all of that. Okay, we got more people hopping on. Thanks for commenting, you guys. So a lot of jewelry went in the mail today. Yay. So be watching for that. If you know you're expecting jewelry from me and you want a tracking number, send me a private DM and I will get you a tracking number so you can wait until it gets or watch until it arrives in your mailbox. Okay, couple things. Before I'll show you what the earrings and the necklace and the bracelets I'm going to put on for you guys today. We're going to romance and talk about those with Park Lane Jewelry, but we have to do a comment drawing. And something else that's happening tonight is the free jewels chat. Okay, so let me do the free jewels chat quick here too, because I don't want to forget about that one. Free jewels chat is it's a Facebook Live by my executive company VP, Mary Grace Lewandowski. She runs this amazing little live. happens every Monday night. She talks about Park Lane Jewelry. She tells you stories, and she answers just some general questions about what it looks like to be a Park Lane stylist. It's such a great informational little thing. And if you go and you listen to it and you fill out the Google form afterwards, you get in on a free jewels drawing. You get into a drawing, okay? It's not a commitment kind of thing at all. If you're like, oh, I don't want to fill out a Google form, listen, it's no big deal. Just make sure you drop my name when you do fill out the Google form. It's not a commitment or anything. It's just information. All right. It's just information. It's great to hear information about Park Lane Jewelry. So if you're interested in that, the link is in down below. I'm hoping they go live in their business page that I tagged down below. Sometimes they only go live in the one group. So I'm hoping they do the live in the business page. So check that out, 6 p.m. tonight. Okay. Comment drawing. Every week, or every Monday, I should say, I look back at the week before's lives, and my smart speaker picks a day. And then she tells me what day we're gonna do the drawing on. I go to that day and I write down all the names of all the people who talked to me on the live, including people on YouTube. So YouTube and Facebook. Okay. So I write down all of the names, and then she picks a number and tells me who wins the sparkly prize for the week. Okay, here we go. Silence your smart speaker. I might set it off. Alexa, pick a number between 1 and 27. She chose Monday, by the way, of last week.
Between 1 and 27, it's 9.
Number 9. Number 9 is Miss Carol G. And I think you're live with us today, Carol. Congratulations, friend. You are the winner of the comment drawing. You are number 9. Lucky number 9. Congratulations, friend. Okay. Let's style some jewelry. All right. So our Metals Muse collection is seriously so hot. Everybody's in love with this brand new collection with Park Lane Jewelry. And Sharon, you're live with us right now, by the way. She put replay. I know sometimes it's tricky. Are you getting the replay? I am late. So it is a very, like, you could have totally thought, like, oh, yeah, this might be the replay. But no, Seisha went live late. We're going to talk about some jewelry today. And this is the treasure necklace part of the Meadow Muse collection. And one of the most, I want to say brilliant, if you will, meaning like how bright it is, necklaces. And we're getting close to the Valentine's Day. And this one is a heart necklace. So I thought, well, this is perfect. Actually goes really well with my mauve top, if you will, mauve, rose, I don't know, whatever color you want to call this top. And let's get up close and personal. So, and actually all the jewelry I'm going to show you is all designer inspired today. And I wrote down the names of the designers and the cost. So of like the designer's kind of version. Now, we change our pieces at least 7 times or 7 different ways. Because if you don't do that, it's a copyright. Did you know that? Did you know that? So our designs are similar, but it's amazing how close sometimes they can be. So this is the treasure necklace. And if you look really closely at the hearts on the treasure necklace, you will see they are like a fluted design of these cascading hearts. And I think that's so genius how they made that, because each heart is separate, but it catches the light in all sorts of ways when you wear this. That, my friends, it's almost like, we talk about earrings. I'm going to talk about wearing crystal but next to your ears, but this is kind of the same thing. Is wearing a bright silver piece like this is going to really brighten up your look. So I mean, because let's be honest, this is a really pretty color, but yet it's not like eye-catching in a way. But now it is. Look at the difference just adding that treasure necklace did for my top. Now, and it just catches the light when I wear it. Okay. Now this necklace retails for Park Lane around 60 some dollars and something like that. Makes a great half off piece. Because with Park Lane, you got to work the numbers where you get your 2 lesser price at full, and then you unlock up to 4 higher end items at half off. And look how absolutely stunning that necklace looks. And it's going to catch the light. So that's the treasure necklace. So incredibly pretty and just like right? Give me a silver heart in the comment section if you love it. I know some people already snagged it already with an order, but is it on your wish list? Is it now on your wish list now that you see me wearing it? The first time I did style this one, I actually wore it with like a button down shirt. So it kind of hid a little bit underneath the collar. And that's also like a really great way if this is kind of a larger statement piece for you, because I understand how some people only like the tiny pendants that and not like the let's see. This is a statement. This is a statement, right? But it can be pared down. However, this is a little bit of on the lighter side of the statement necklace, but it's so pretty, you guys. Okay, so that's the treasure necklace. So let me look at this. The designer's version is, I'm not even going to say the designer name though, but it retails at like $476. And I'm not going to lie. I looked at the pictures of the designer versions and like the hearts go all the way around. And it wasn't as pretty as ours is. $66, $476. You choose. All right. So that is the treasure necklace. I think she's so pretty. Yeah, if you wanted to, you could layer something else with it, like maybe a small viper chain. You could totally do that, but honestly, I wouldn't. I would just let it be. Is it heavy? No, it is not heavy. It might look heavy, but it's not at all. All right. So that is the treasure necklace. Okay. I keep talking with my hands and I'm missing things. This one I showed on my live yesterday in the Bling Boutique. This is called Petals. And Petals is a designer inspired piece that is like a Tiffany's. Okay. Okay. There you go. That's the designer name. And it's it's a smaller band on the inside. There's no crystals on this whatsoever. But what's nice about the petals is that it's that open design. So if you're not used to wearing a larger cocktail ring, if you will, this one isn't because it's open. All right. So it gives you air to breathe. So it's not so wham in your face. All right. Now the designer version of this, brace yourself. The designer version of the petals is $3,500. Wow. Ours is 44. I will take mine. Thank you very much. For 44, right? Yes, it catches the light so beautifully. Okay, now let's get to my earrings because I'm feeling like I'm missing something up here. The earrings I chose today is perfect for a Monday. Because sometimes, let's be honest, do you get enough rest over the weekend? Maybe you do. I actually tried to. Um, I tried to. We had to give Melvin meds, extra meds in the middle of the night for the weekend. So like my 3 a.m. alarm was going off to give him meds. So let's just say I tried to get as much sleep as I possibly could, but because of those wakes in the middle of the nights from Thursday night, Friday night, and Saturday night, I looked a little tired. So I need crystal next to my face. Okay. Crystal next to my face. So we're going to talk about these prism earrings. Now, these prism earrings are the same kind of style as like our dovey earrings, right? Our dovey earrings, they're same kind of style where this part's in the front and this large part is in the back. Okay. So, but the fun thing about these is they're cubes and they're all crystals, right? And that little is like a black enamel on the back of that one. You may or may not see it. Well, you won't see it when you wear them, right? But maybe somebody else will. But how beautiful are these? Okay, so when you put crystal next to your face, you look well rested. Bring it on. Bring it on for this Monday. right? I tried to get extra sleep, but Melvin said, no, you're not getting extra sleep. So, how gorgeous are these? So, that little cube part just pops out at the back of your earlobe, and all of that. And depending on the size of your earlobe, you may see more or less. These earrings are great for people that wear their hair up or back often, because these are really going to pop, and they're almost like we like to say 10 table earrings, meaning they shine, they're crystally. You'll see them 10 tables away. When you're sitting, right? They're so cute. But I love how they pop off the back there, and because it just gives a little bit different of a look, right? And it just brightens up your face anytime you put crystal next to it. And I needed to line my face with some brightness down here. So I'm getting a right? Okay. So they're super cute. They're lightweight. That's the part that goes in the back. And then this is the front. There we go. Just a little cube. Now, listen, if you didn't want to wear this part, you just grab a regular earring back and you can just have these as your stud. Now, the fun part about these earrings is that you technically could put these backs on any other earring, like your impression earrings, any other stud that your heart desires. You could put that cube on the back of that one to change up the look. That's the bonus part of the design, the two-part earrings. Now, let's get to the price point. So our earrings retail around the $70 range. Add them at half off, okay? But the designer version, $750. $750. Whew. Oh my goodness. All right. All right. I'm going to leave these in so you can look at them. But I also wrote down the Orbit earrings too, because, going between these ones, maybe the studs aren't for you. Maybe a hoop would be better for you. And these hoops are called Orbit, and they go a little bit skinnier in the back, and then they have a little bit of a ridge. Okay, so the designer version that our amazing designer in-house stylist found, um, it looks identical, but they're not identical because that's against the rules, right? But they're $350 and they look no different, really. They must be different in some sort of way. And ours is in the $40 range. So that would be another option with a high polish if you didn't want the crystals. Okay. I'm opting for the crystals today for this Monday. But those are the Orbit earrings. Now, the last thing is my bracelets. Okay, we're going to talk about the Tanner bracelet. Because the Tanner bracelet, this design is a tubular design. It's that beautiful piping that has been around for ages and ages and ages. And then you have this row of crystals, and it is a little bit raised, right? And it is a stretch bracelet. This is a beautiful bangle. Yes, it comes in gold. Okay, it does. She comes in gold, but we're only going to talk about silver today, okay? This one is called Tanner. Tanner retails for like 144 on Park Lane's website. However, we all know that you can grab it for 35 when you work your numbers right and get it as a bonus buy, okay? And if you're confused as to how to snake something like this that's $144 for only $35, you should send me a message and I will teach you the crazy, amazing magic math that we have here at Park Lane Jewelry. But let me talk about this one. So there is a designer version of this bracelet. The designer version, it's different but similar, but different. It's more of a flat, and they don't have as many like crystals around it, right? So to me, when I looked at the designer version, I'm like, ours is 1,000 times better, and it looks 1,000 times better. It's so pretty. Now zhuzh up your sleeves, like pull up your sleeves so you show off your skinny bits. That's your wrists. Did you know that? You should decorate your skinny bits. Your wrists are the smallest part of your body. Decorate them. And your hands and your wrists are your expressive zones. That's partially why I was like feeling so off because I didn't have a ring on, didn't have a bracelets when I was talking earlier. So we're decorating our skinny bits today. And this one is Tanner. And the designer version is not as pretty as Tanner is. Okay? It isn't. And I want to tell you something. The designer version, I don't want to take a guess in the comments because the comments are delayed, you guys. But I will tell you this: the designer version of one of the bracelets that's similar to Tanner costs $16,500. I would not even want to wear something that's expensive, right? Would you? Like, no, I wouldn't want to leave the house. Like, I wouldn't want to put it on. Way too expensive. Like, no, I would never wear a bracelet that costs 16,000, and that's just one. What? It's insane. It's not nearly as pretty as our Tanner bracelet. It's not nearly as pretty. It's just unreal. I was like, how in the heaven's name is that $16,000, $500? $16,500, right? Yeah, so it's just insane. So why would anybody spend that kind of money on jewelry that could potentially get lost, fall off your wrist, or like, people look at you and be like, that's a $16,000 bracelet. Like, I would just get really nervous wearing something like that. I would rather wear the dupe. Thank you very much. And our dupe is it's prettier. I love 3 of them because yes, they're so much better. And then these are the Tanner bracelets. Again, they come in gold. If you are not a silver girl, they do come in gold as well, and they're stretch. So the main point of the live is that, you guys, silver's gorgeous. Crystal next to your face is going to make you look well rested. This treasure necklace does almost the same thing as these earrings. Brightens me up, right? And it totally takes my dusty rose. That's the color we're going to call this like top. Is like the dusty rose. It just brightens it up, right? I looked really plain Jane without it on. Without any silver on, it just looked real plain Jane. And okay, so treasure necklace is going to brighten you up. The prism earrings is going to brighten you up. Your fingers, you need the petals ring. Listen, my fingers are short. I will tell you that. I have short fingers and I love a good knuckle to knuckle ring. It almost makes my fingers look a little bit longer than they are. And it's an open design. And then always get the designer version that we have because it's always going to be less, especially with our incredible sale, right? Hands down, always better. Okay. All right, friends, that's live for today. Happy Monday to you guys. Thanks for talking to me in the comments on YouTube as well as Facebook. I appreciate you since we're streaming in 2 different places. I appreciate the follow. I appreciate the comments. It always helps the algorithm on both ends of the social media. And yeah, catch the free jewels chat tonight at 6 p.m. on the Facebook business page that I put in the description. And I'll catch you guys tomorrow for Talk About It Tuesday, where I'm here to answer all your questions as far as Park Lane Jewelry goes. And if you go and listen to the free jewels chat, maybe you have some follow-up questions that I can help answer. All right. Talk to you then. See you tomorrow, friends.